guys, it's Rania back with another video, and today is actually a nice day. It's so sunny outside and I decided to sit down and do a sit down video instead of vlogging. And so today I am going to do a book review, as you can tell by the title. And today I found this amazing book. Well, not today, but I found this amazing book last month. And I started reading it and I was like, I need to do a book review on this. This is actually a good book and I need to talk about this. And so the book that I read was You Can Keep a Secret. And no, it's not the Pretty Little Liars kind of book. Actually, it is like murder mystery book. It is a murder mystery book, but it's not like the Pretty Little Liars, in case you're wondering. Let me tell you a story. When I bought this book, I was actually on my way back home from Manchester, and I was on the airport, and I went to the shop, the book store, and I was like, I need a new book to kind of focus on and read and stuff. So I went in and I looked at a bunch of books I wanted to get, but some of them were like expensive. And then I came across this book and it was like far away, and I looked and I read what it was saying, and then I went near it and I was like, wait a second, is this like a Pretty Little Liars book? Is this a Pretty Little Liars book? Because You Can Keep a Secret, for those who watch Pretty Little Liars or have watched it before, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, today we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this book, which is from McManus. And yeah, so let me explain what this story is about. So You Can Keep a Secret is a story of a small town called Echo Ridge. I think I said that right. And basically in that small town, every like homecoming queen that they have gets some sort of like, I can't even speak today, so like bear with me. But apparently no. Turns out that in this small town, the homecoming queen always gets murdered, so it's not a great place to be popular, basically. And it says at the back, it's not. Oh wait, it says it at the back. Echo Ridge is not a good place to be popular, which is true, and that's what the story is kind of about. So yeah, let's get into this and dive into it. If you've read this book, tell me down below which part you liked. Please don't spoil down below, because I'm not going to be giving the spoiler or telling at the end who's the murderer. I'm not going to say anything of that, because I hate spoilers, and everyone else, a lot of people don't like spoilers. So yeah, I'm not going to tell the spoilers. But basically, Karen McManus, which is the author of this book, had her best-selling other book, which was called One of Us is Lying. And I haven't read that book, so I'm not really going to talk about it or compare it or anything. But from what I've read online, it's such a good book, and because it was like the best-selling book for for a long time. She decided to do like another story. Now both of these stories, and I was worried when I bought this and I thought I needed to read the first one before reading this. Let me tell you now, they're both different stories and different characters and everything, so you don't have to read that book first before reading this one. I'm going to start reading this book, and I'm going to see if I can read the other one. But I have to start by saying this book was well written. I loved the book. I loved the whole twist and turns and everything. And I'm the type of person, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but I love mysteries. I love these kind of mysteries. I just love. It gets me hooked on the books, on the show, on the movie. It just gets me so hooked on it. So yeah, I have to say I love the color that was used. It did draw my attention from far away. It really did. And so yeah. Okay, so the main characters on this book, I was gonna say show for some reason, but the main characters on this book there are twins. There are two twins. One's called Ellery and the other one's called Ezra. And they're both, mainly Ellery, likes murder mystery kind of stuff. So when she goes to this town after her mom went to rehab for like drugs and stuff, her and her brother went to this small town to live with their grandma for a while, and they heard already like stuff about this town, but not much. And they went there. They meet a lot of people that their mother have dated and stuff like that, and they get to meet everyone in the area basically. And what I found really interesting about this mystery is the twists and turns, and like the short amount of time it took. There was so many things going on with such a short amount of time, and you can really tell in this book that Karen really put a lot of like work into it, and it has a lot of like dark bits in it, I guess I can say. So yeah, what else? So, so, okay, so, in, I'm really getting confused right now. I don't know why. I get nervous and I get confused, but oh well. So, where should I start? Okay, so it really finished well, like at the end of this book. This book really ended up, like, it ended in really amazing. It left me so shocked. I only finished reading this book yesterday, and it left me still really shocked. The last words that was said here was like, wow, and I was so shocked. So yeah, it was yeah. I'm just gonna say that. And like I've said this already, but like I don't know how to explain how good this book is. It's just like so much is going on. Everyone's trying to figure out who killed the homecoming queens, and there's just a lot of like things going on. One thing that I want to say is actually one character that was mentioned in this book, which is Auntie Sarah. I'm gonna call her Auntie Sarah, but she's just portrayed as Sarah. Sarah is Ellery's and Ezra's aunt who disappeared when she was like around 60s. She was popular. I think she was also a homecoming queen. Not quite sure. I don't remember. Yeah, she was really popular, and she disappeared. But people feel like she might have been murdered by the same person who's been murdering the homecoming queens. And in this book, we don't actually find out, was she murdered? Did she disappear? Did she come back? Like, no one knows anything about that character. But I have to say that what I loved about that character, Sarah, is the fact that although we don't really know anything about that character, somehow her disappearance has kind of different connections with the whole case, and I loved that. Like, I loved it. I saw that and I was like, wow, that's actually interesting, and I liked that. And yeah. So I'm not gonna say who the murderer is. I feel like you should actually like read the book and find out for yourself. But yeah, it was really interesting. It has a lot of murder mystery to it. I keep repeating the same thing. I'm so sorry, but I loved it so much. Okay, so I also want to talk about one character, which is Malcolm. Malcolm is this boy who lived in this town, grew up in this town. Everyone, by the way, everyone in this town like knows each other. The kids know everyone. The other kids and the parents know everyone. Everyone's so like connected. No, they're all like, they just know each other, and everyone knows everyone's everything basically. And so Ellery, which is the main character, who's so much into the murder mystery, trying to figure out everything, has this kind of like relationship with Malcolm on this story. But I love the fact that this book didn't focus on the whole romance thing. It kept us thinking more of like the murder mystery and the case and this and that and that and that. So like, yeah, I like that it didn't really focus on the whole teen romance. And I love teen romance, by the way, but not that much. I prefer like the actual drama and the actual mystery than that. So I love the fact that Karen focused more on that than the love, you know. But okay, so I didn't really explain who Malcolm is. Malcolm, yes, is from this town. He knows everyone. He lives there, and his character is kind of introduced to us as he's his brother at the beginning. When the first homecoming queen was murdered, everyone kind of suspected that Malcolm's brother was the one who killed his girlfriend, she was the homecoming queen. was her name Lacey? I think it was Lacey, but yes. So basically, Malcolm's brother. Everyone thinks that Malcolm's brother killed Lacey, his ex-girlfriend, who they had a fight and stuff, but never was really like part of like the investigations or anything. So he wasn't really sent to jail or anything, but he ended up moving out because, you know, everyone talks and everyone thinks and blah blah blah. And Malcolm is a character who he's really unpopular, and when that thing happened with his brother, his like Malcolm started getting a lot of hate of it. He was not how do I say that? He was bullied. Okay, he was actually bullied because of the whole situation, and so when the killer comes back, it shows from his point of the view. I like the fact that they brought his point of the view, but they also showed Ellery's point of the view. So one thing that I liked from this book is that it had 2 points of views. Yeah, and I like the fact that that he was actually, I feel bad for him because he has nothing, like, I mean, we don't know if he has nothing to do with this mystery, you know, but I feel bad that everyone's just treating him really crappy. Like, he didn't kill anyone, or did he? Like, but the sister basically, like, the sister, no, the ex, his brother's ex-girlfriend, he had nothing to do with that. And everyone's like blaming him and this and that, and yeah. But I have to say, when I was reading this book, he was actually the first person I kind of started thinking, is he, you know, like the one who's killing people since everyone's bullying him? And actually, let me tell you, he's not that person. He's not the killer, but there's something about him that you should definitely keep an eye on. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk more about it since I'm kind of about to tell you who it is. I don't want to tell you who it is, but yes, I love this book. It was so good, well written. Props to you, Karen. I love it. I'm thinking of getting the first one, the One of Us Lying. I'm thinking of getting that one. I really loved this book, and now I really want to read the other ones. So if I get the book, I will actually do a book review. So comment down below if you really want to see that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you on my next video or book review. Bye. Okay, I forgot to say this because I'm a whole mess today, but don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below anything about this book or One of Us is Lying. Comment below other books you want me to do. I have actually 2 other books to read and do a book review on. I have Baby Ariel's Dreaming Out Loud, and I have In the Limelight by Why Don't We to read and make a book review. So look forward for those books because yeah, and I'm thinking of doing more book reviews since I'm getting more into books and stuff. So yeah, comment down below other books you want me to read and talk about and blah blah blah. So yeah, but definitely get this book if you're into murder mysteries. And yeah, peace out guys, bye, love you. Mwah. Thank you. Next, thank you. Next.